Hi guys, I'm here with an update about the crazy hamster situation. As you know, I was supposed to pick up a hamster yesterday from the girl that has now over 20 hamsters. So I set my alarms to get up early and get ready. And I got up, I got ready, and then I just checked my messages and I saw a missed call and a bunch of messages. I read them and then I realized that I was late. And I was late because I set my alarms 1 hour late. Yes, you heard that right. I set them for 1 hour later than I was supposed to. And I set two alarms on two different phones just in case. And I just set the wrong time completely. Which I'm not surprised because I went to bed at around 3:30 a.m. So, yeah. But anyway, it was very embarrassing. I sent messages to the girl right away, apologizing. I just wanted to see what the situation was with her. And unfortunately, she had to go to class. She was going to school, so she couldn't wait for me. She couldn't wait for me to get there as soon as I could. Luckily, there was a man also adopting hamsters from her. So she gave my hamster to this man, and he was kind enough to take the hamster and take care of it until I could go and get the hamster myself. I think I apologized like a million times to the girl. Like, I was so embarrassed and worried. Yeah, it was not fun. Anyway, I contacted this man and I went to pick up the hamster. He gave me the hamster and I took it home. So I do have the hamster in my house right now after some drama. My fault, but yeah. So now the hamster is in my home. When the man gave it to me, or gave him to me, the hamster was very chill, like not scared at all, which was great. And it was super cute, like the hamster is adorable. So the moment I saw him, I fell in love. And I'm saying him now because I am pretty sure it's a boy. Well, not pretty sure, 99.99999% sure it's a boy. I haven't checked his private parts yet, but you can see from their little butt, especially when they are older, when they are not 1 month old, you can see the boys have like an extension to their butt, and the girls have a more tucked in butt. So it's definitely a boy. Like, his testes are making that kind of little shape. So I took the hamster home and I set up the cage the previous night. I will show you, I'll put a picture of the cage. It's pretty simple. It's a simple setup because I was in a hurry, there was no time, and also the bedding is lower than what I usually do because there is a bedding shortage at the moment, and also this situation was very sudden, so I could not stock up on bedding. So in the background there is deeper bedding, but in the front part of the cage is pretty shallow, unfortunately. But I tried to do as much as I could in the short time. So it's pretty basic. It's a boring setup, but it's Halloween setup. It's a Halloween setup. So I put the hamster in the cage, and he was a bit worried in the beginning, but he came out of the little watermelon hide and checked out the multi-chamber hide and the ghost hide, and he decided, this is fine, I'm okay with this, I'll just use the multi-chamber hide right away. So he went in, and I could see him doing some, or I could hear him doing some redecorating, digging inside. So I was really happy that he liked it. And after a while, he just went to sleep. It was silent. So for maybe 5 or 6 hours, he just did not go out. Then later on, when I finished my work, he came out, but he was a bit worried, so he just stayed behind the ghost hideout the whole time, and he was just peeking out just to see what was happening. He was definitely reacting to my movements, so I just turned on the red light just to make him feel more comfortable, and he did peek out right away and started exploring, so that was super cute. But after that, he very quickly went back to sleep, so no issues. And then when I checked up on him later, He gave me such a fright. I was worried. I thought he was sick. I thought he was dying. I thought something was wrong with him. So I looked at the cage, and in the middle of the cage, in the pumpkin hideout, he was just there, bolted up, and I could just see him breathing and not moving. So I was like, he's not sleeping, right? Like, it's his first day in the cage, and he was a little bit afraid to explore. It's like, it's his first day. He's not sleeping in the open in the middle of the cage, right? There must be something wrong. Like, he must be sick or something. So I was like knocking on the glass, trying to call him and see if he was okay, and he was not moving much. So after, like, I'll show you. I'll play the clip. You're scaring me a little bit. Are you okay? What's going on? Hey, honey. Hello. You okay? I don't want to scare you if you're sleeping, but it's really weird. Hello. Hello. Are you okay? Are you just sleeping? So after some time of this, I tried to give him some flax seeds, and he did smell them. So I thought, okay, he seems to just be sleeping and I'm disturbing him.
Are you gonna take it?
So I'll just leave him be, but monitor him.
Thinking about it?
And then after some time, it was time to go to bed. So I turned on the red light first because I wanted to see what he would do. And he came out and he was exploring the cage. He was trying out different stuff. He even ran on the wheel. He actually ran on the wheel a lot during the night, which was great. I was so happy to see that. But he, as you can see in some parts, he was trying to find an exit from the cage. That's normal. When you first get a hamster and you put them in a new cage, they will look for ways to escape from the cage, so you do need to be very careful. And I always recommend monitoring your hamster because you can see where they could possibly escape or where they could fall down and hurt themselves, because they are just running around and you can see the dangerous areas this way. I have to say, this hamster has charmed me. Like, he is adorable and he's a little bit crazy. Like, he will stand on his back legs a lot. He will have weird behaviors, like I said, sleeping in the middle of the cage. So he seems like a very whimsical hamster, like a very silly hamster, and I think I'll have a lot of fun with this hamster. And I do have an idea for his name. I'm still thinking about it, but I'm pretty sure I'll use that name. Now, before I tell you the name, I just want to talk about the second hamster. I'm trying to make another cage from scrap materials that I have so that I can get another hamster from the girl, so she will have fewer hamsters with her, and hopefully all of them will get adopted with other people. But I'm working on another cage. I gathered all of my scrap materials, so it will be a challenge. And now for the name, as I said, this hamster seems to be a little bit silly, and like he will be a silly dude, a crazy hamster, whimsical. So I'm thinking of calling him Whimsy. And I kind of like that name. What do you think? I think Whimsy would suit him because he's just so silly and random, and I think Whimsy would be a great name. So probably, yeah, that would be his name. I hope I haven't forgotten anything, but I will update you guys on the cage when I make it, and if I can make it, and then on the second hamster, hopefully. So see you guys, and look forward to the updates. Thank you for listening. Bye.